Greetings to everybody, this is your teacher Juan, and we are going to start this English assignment video for the second grade of secondary, and this time we are going to work in the reading and writing. How much energy do we really use? For those things, we're going to our book. Okay, in our book we are on page 13. So, how much energy do we really use? We're going to read, okay? Because I want you practice the reading. It says, how much electricity do we really use? Most people have no idea. So we developed a special TV experiment to show how much energy people need every day. It was simple. A typical urban family moved into a special apartment. We asked them to live their lives normally and filmed them for 24 hours. But there was a surprise. Below the apartment there were 8 people on bikes. They produced all the electricity for the family. These people were volunteers for the experiment. They weren't professional cyclists. Every time someone used an appliance, the cyclist pedaled hard to produce power. They worked in teams, so there was always someone ready to produce electricity. Unfortunately, there were no breaks. Why? Because we didn't inform the family about the cyclists. It was a secret, so the family used the same amount of electricity as usual. At 3 a.m., everyone was in bed. Everyone except the cyclists. Next to every bed, there was a smartphone with a charger. The smartphones were completely charged after 4 hours, but since they were plugged in all night, they still used electricity, and the cyclists were not happy. In the morning it was worse. Everyone needed hot water for showers, so the electricity water heater worked non-stop. 5 people and 5 showers used lots of power. Pepe was in the shower for 20 minutes. At the same time, they used the blender and toaster for breakfast, meaning even more work for the cyclist. The afternoon was better because most of the family was at school or work, but at 2 p.m. Grandma started the washing machine, so there was no rest for our unhappy cyclists. In the evening, the family arrived home. The kids played computer games online while mom and dad watched TV. Grandma cooked the dinner and the microwave used an enormous amount of power. When dinner was finally on the table, our cyclists were hungrier than the family, but they cheered because they didn't have to work so hard. For about 40 minutes, they were so happy until Dad washed the dishes. Although he didn't use a lot of hot water, the cyclists were tired and in pain after their long day. In the morning, the family learned the truth. They were shocked to discover that the cyclists produced all the electricity for their place. Okay, guys, so these are the pronunciation of this. Okay? So, we are going to do something that we already did in pairs, no, in groups on Zoom class, y hemos hecho esto en parejas, bueno, en grupos en el Zoom que nos hemos dividido. Entonces, lo que tenemos que hacer ahora es subrayar el libro. De hecho, ya algunos ya lo han hecho. Subrayar la palabra o la oración principal, ¿no? Entonces, para mí, most people have no idea how much energy people need every day. Entonces, vamos a colocar todo esto como la oración principal. Y listo. Ya, y eso, y ahorita les voy a decir qué vamos a hacer con eso. ¿Listo? Muy bien. Los ejercicios todavía no los hemos hecho. Por ejemplo, ahorita ya es esta mi oración principal. Una oración nada más de cada párrafo. ¿Ya? Entonces vamos a ir borrando esto para que puedan ustedes ver el video, repetirlo para ver cuál era. Tenemos entonces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y 8 oraciones principales. ¿Listo? Entonces, 8 oracioncitas es súper poquito, pero tienen que leerlo y esas 8 oracioncitas tienen que ponerlo en su cuaderno. Ya, después van a hacer, van a poner algún gráfico, algún dibujo, algún recorte que ustedes para que adornen esas 8 oraciones. Es amplio este textito, por eso hemos trabajado en clase y ahora también lo estamos haciendo acá, por lo que es lo único que vamos a tener para realizar esta semana en cuanto a la tarea. Después vamos a realizar los ejercicios. Uy, se me fue. Vamos a realizar los ejercicios que tenemos aquí. Obviamente primero tenemos que entender bien de qué trata esta lectura. Cualquier duda o pregunta me escriben al chat de la plataforma.